Welcome to BattleTech in the Morning with Captain Nips. I'm Captain Nips, and today in the BattleTech Backer Beta, I want to kind of poke at something here. So, one of the things that has come up repeatedly
Welcome, Commander.
in the matches that I've played in this game, and it's specifically because of the Euler program videos, where I have been picking the heavy striker lance for consistency of opponent against a bunch of different pilots. And the thing that I keep running into and I keep seeing behaviorally is that this Kintaro almost always sits in the back of its lance, well to the back of its own line, most of the time out of sensor range, and lobs an LRM-5 every turn while the rest of its, lance mates are fighting the real fight, instead of moving up and using its SRM-6s. And that's weird. That's an unusual AI routine for, I think, a mech that is more intended for a short-range skirmish. So I kind of want to see if this behavior carries over to other different lance types. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start out. I'm going to find other pre-made lances with the Kintaro built into it. And I'm going to play with those lances. And I'm going to see if there's something in the builds of these mechs and the behavior that they follow. And try and suss out if that's something that, is it just that particular lance's setup? Or is it something endemic to the particular mech build itself? So we start at the lowest budget setting, and right off the bat we've got this light assault lance. Has a Kintaro, which is the heaviest thing in the lance, with 2 overmechs and a hunchback. I'm going to take something else just for sake of goofing off. I want to give myself some options. And I'm going to leave all of the pilots just exactly the way they are. Because clearly I don't want to change anything on the AI side. I want them to be as stock in terms of their behavior and setup as I can get. And then on my side, it'll be fine. I'm not actually, this match, and maybe if this turns into a small series of videos, I don't care so much if I win or lose. Of course I want to win because that's me. More interested in trying to understand what is going on in the brain of the AI with this beta. Because although when we get the final game I would expect it to be more robust, that doesn't mean they're going to wholesale throw out, I would expect, what's already in here. Like, that's a lot of work that's already gone into this game to make things move around and shoot at me. So know your enemy. That's the plan here, so that when we get to the game proper and we get into campaigns, maybe there will come a point where we can maybe think ahead and try and outmaneuver what we might see on the battlefield. And if we start to see something like, oh, I'm in mission 4 of the campaign and there's a fight going along this spot on the map, but I keep getting LRM-5'd from off map or off engagement, like, where is that coming from? What could that be? Oh, okay, so that means it's probably a Kintaro, or maybe a Griffin, or maybe a this or that, because we already know what is the AI's predilection for doing. So we got a light assault lance over here. It's got a Kintaro. And truth be told, of all of the different setups and games and enemy setups that I've had, this is the one that sticks out most to me, is the Kintaro. I have noticed that other mechs with builds that have a single LRM-5 rack also have a somewhat similar behavioral pattern to what this Kintaro has been doing. So I'm curious to see if that shows up anywhere else in our fights. I think I'm going to just take this light battle lance. These are good. I like these mechs. These pilots are fine. There's nothing terribly These are actually really good picks. And Mockingbird going believe that's... Okay, it's Sensor Lock, even better. I always get Sensor Lock and Master Tactician and Bulwark screwed up. Those icons are not super helpful, especially Bulwark and Sensor Lock. But alright, so we got Sensor Lock. Precision Strike on a Panther is real good. PPC is a good thing to go paired with that. And then you've got 2 Centurions. Paradise is great. Kraken's a good shot. Cool. Alright, let's go do this. Let's pick... So we want to pick a map that gives the enemy team an opportunity to actually kind of split up. Now the problem is, and I wonder about, is the Kentaro in that heavy lance behaving the way it is because of a speed differential across the lance? Because the things in front are moving so much faster? I kind of doubt it. In this case, the Kentaro and the Hunchback will be much faster than the Urbies. But enough chatter. Let's get down to this. Let's see some behaviors.
Deployment. Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
Now, for some builds of mechs, behaving the way the AI does, that might not be the worst thing in the world. Like I said, the Griffin, that one Griffin build that's got an LRM-5 and a large laser and 2 mediums, like, for it to be standoffish is not the worst thing in the world. But this Kentaro build, my god, it's an LRM-5 and an SRM-18.
Okay, team. Pick your targets
like, that SRM-18 is going to do so much more damage in virtually every situation. I have a hard time believing that the smartest thing to do is to sit back and lob a 5-point salvo every turn until the enemy team kills the rest of the lance and rolls up on you.
Receiving you. What's the plan?
So for the most part,
Be there in a jet.
trying to get this behavior to show its face. In the videos where it's really become prevalent, I've been playing the Oilers, and they have marched straight down the front, and then when enemy contact hits, that's when the enemy team starts to pull itself apart a bit and present targets with the Kentaro at the very back. So let's see. Let's move the slower stuff first. Get that stuff toward the front.
Position confirmed.
There we go. Paradise. I love this. I love this position up on the rock because it's such a weirdly out of place spot to stand, because it looks like, if you're looking at this as a grid, I love that you can perch on that. It's weird that you can perch on that, at least on a walk. Jump jets, sure.
Yes, Commander.
Jump jets get you wherever you want to go. Alright, my little commando, which is the large laser variant, definitely don't want it to get shot at too much.
Rolling.
So, Irby, Hunchback, Kentaro. The Hunchback and the Kentaro should be the fastest things in that lance.
Standing by.
The urban mechs are gonna trail behind.
Waiting for orders.
There we go.
Picked up a blip.
So that's the Irby or the Kentaro. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna post up.
Of course.
Just gonna post up here for now.
Commander.
Let's get our Panther down into a good firing solution.
Moving to position. Standing by.
So now here is where try and figure out how to get the enemy team. Basically, I want to get into combat. I want to start the initiative phases of this thing. Actually, no. It'll start right away. I've got them on sensor lock. Never mind. I know where things are. We can... I'll just move here.
Coordinates received.
I didn't want to sprint. That's fine.
Waiting for orders.
Let's see, how far out on sensor? One of those few times where I wish I could zoom out even further. Let's see. So, sensor lock wise, I don't know if I'll be able to get them if they're not inside her bubble. So I need to take a couple of steps forward, I think. Just move to the front of the forest, stay in cover. What I want to do... Okay, so here's the Kentaro. So the Kentaro is actually at the front of this lance. I'm going to throw sensor lock on the Hunchback and just see if... So I'm afraid if I throw sensor lock on the Kentaro is immediately going to, like, freak out. So I'm going to throw it on the Hunchback.
Commander.
And give it something to consider in its AI routines. Commando. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's the Panther. Panther. Now that we have... now that we have basically all of the range in the world to fire from. 65% chance to hit. Give that guy a thing to think about. From downtown.
Target locked.
Miss. That's fine.
Missed.
So now we're well and truly engaged, which means what is the AI going to do? And this time it's just going to march the Kentaro straight on down. Interesting. So that is a much more aggressive move than the Kentaro in that heavy lance was ever making, which leads me to believe that there is some function of the fact that it is the faster part of the lance instead of the slower part of the lance that is pushing it forward.
Confirmed.
I could continue to fire on this Hunchback in the distance. Or I could fire on the Kentaro. I get the sense that the Kentaro is probably just going to roll up on me and use those SRMs now. And it's not going to stick back. So let's just throw some garbage at it. Which means that the AI routine, I think, because of the disparity in speeds in the lance and the fact that the mediums were faster than their lights, it's causing this part of the lance to push forward so hard.
How might I help? Certainly. Locking on target. Commander? Coordinates received.
That's not smart. I should have moved her more, and then I use sensor lock, get rid of the target's evasion. Gives my Panther a chance to sneak a shot through its evasion.
Standing by.
So I should have moved her
Targeting
back
for an
further.
alpha strike.
That's fine. Wow, missing on the 95% chance to hit. That is rough. And now that commando's gonna pay for it. Because that's what you do with the Kintaro. And its gross pile of freaking short-range armaments.
Ready for order.
Alright, boys. I need you to
Receiving you.
get up in there and do some work on this guy for me.
Moving to position.
Turn the LRM off.
Sensor show
Hey,
more
look at that.
bandits.
We got targets. I very much doubt at this point that the Kintaro is going to back off. I think it is in it to win it and has moved up to the position that it is going to fight the rest of this match from. This commando's dead.
Maintain stability.
Very nearly. Oof. Sorry, Mockingbird.
You have orders?
Oh, do I have orders? Do I ever?
Confirmed.
My man Kraken kind of hanging high and dry there. We've got heat scale for it, so let's fire the missiles too. Oh! 85 on the autocannon and misses with it. Rough. Rough. And here's the Urbies drilling out the commando. Oh.
I'm here.
Somehow not drilling out the commando. Okay.
Back in action.
Let's move you. God, how much armor do you got? 11 on the side torsos. Actually makes a weird sort of sense to turn my back to the enemy team, because I'm
Confirmed.
just gonna sensor lock with you.
Damn it! My mech is limping.
Yeah, you're fine. Shield arm, shield arm. This is good.
Losing armor.
Yeah, you're fine. You took it on the arm.
Aye, aye.
Don't freak out, man. 95's to hit. Seems good. Ooh. Knockdown. So you can stand right back up? That would be the smart thing, yep.
They're getting an
Wow,
angle
they
on me.
really... Once the enemy AI kind of hones in on a target,
We lost one of ours.
they do a good job of focus firing.
Orders?
The problem with this focus firing is that it puts them in really bad positions. Let's see, 6 armor on the CT, 14 on the side. So we actually want to get in front of this guy if we can. We can get in cover in the process. Turn around. Drop a hot pile of weapons fire into him from here. Oof. Cover. Cover. Cover, cover, cover. Maybe I should have gone from behind. Here we go again. Now
Internal structure damage.
focusing on another target.
Reporting.
Kraken taking all the shots. Can I get behind the Kintaro from here? You're nimble, but you're not quite nimble enough. Oh, there we go. But I'm giving up my side to punch back. That's fine.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Overheat warning. Let's take the 10 off.
Locking on target.
That'll do.
That's a critical hit.
Good time to dodge.
Awaiting orders.
40 is not a good percentage, but
Firing a full salvo.
it's not like she's been hitting with that PPC yet anyway. Interesting that it didn't shoot at Apex. It continues to shoot at Kraken,
Commander,
despite our little Panther being in a way more vulnerable position. Yeah, it's not worth the heat. It's gonna be refire penalty and no, target moved. Sure.
target lock on rear arc.
Drill him out.
Tango down.
Oof. Hunchback getting in on me.
My internals are taking a beating.
Kraken taking that sweet, sweet focus fire from the enemy team. Let's see if we can get a flank on this Hunchback. Can we? Not quite. Alright, well, he's going to get cover regardless, but can we instead work one of the sides? Yeah, we'll work this side.
As you wish.
Remember, kids, work the right-hand side of Hunchbacks, because unless it's a swayback variant, that's where the hunch is. Oh, man, it's overheating. This overheating is killing me.
The target is confirmed.
Oh, and missing with the autocannons is certainly not helpful either.
I missed.
Still firing on Kraken.
Aye, aye.
Alright. Really would prefer a better firing solution. There we go.
Moving to position. Firing all weapons.
Get your hits in. Kraken continuing to take
I'm here.
all the most fun. Ooh. Can we sneak by and get behind it? We don't have our, we don't have our autocannons anymore. So what we got? 50 damage worth of medium lasers and an LRM that is going to be dodgy, or a 70-point melee.
Confirmed.
With no arms. Kicks are good.
Yes, Commander.
I see what's going on here. I will see your move to bleed heat, and I will raise you a punch in the hunch. Ugh.
Yes, Commander.
Move back and take our shot from the front. Sure.
Move order confirmed.
There we go. Work out that right arm, get that out of the way. Leave the hunch there to be blown up.
Battlemech down.
Couldn't tell. Didn't see it.
Move order received.
Alright, Paradise. If you would be so kind as to hit with these guns. In fact, let's throw inspiration on him.
To enjoy pummeling you.
Yes, pummel away, my friend. Pummel away. We'll even throw the LRM rack in there because
I understand.
no reason not to. Ooh, it's a good solid hit on the hunch. There we go. Hunch out of the way. Autocannon 20. No longer a threat. Work your angles, kids. Work your angles. Oof.
That wasn't good.
Commander,
Apex. 126 armor on the front, 25 on the rear. Even though we'd be trying to fire from its right side, I think it makes more sense to just go in from behind. So let's find a good position for this. Nope. Nope. There we go.
moving out.
Hey, there we go. Landed a hit with the VPC. Whew. Left side.
Internal structure damage. Reporting.
Let's see. So I could get my autocannon back into the swing of things here. God, why is that percentage so low, though? Minimum range penalty? That would be odd. Just is what it is. Alright, well,
Coordinates confirmed.
take a look at it in closer detail here. 65. Target moved. Refire penalty. Oh, I did fire that last turn. Man, that is killer.
He's going down.
And double so when you just send the shot straight past your target. I'm impressed it was able to get behind me there.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Standing by.
Alright, right side. Looks to be our best option here. He's going to get cover, which is unfortunate, but
On the move.
work with what you got. Oh. Oops, if you actually target the thing before you press the
Targeting
button.
for an alpha strike. Scored a critical hit.
Keep those Urbies using up their autocannons before I get too close. Are they even on sensors? No. Nowhere even on sensors.
Awaiting
That's
orders.
rough. Alright. Look at this guy. Rear shots are good shots. We want to take rear shots where we can. That's not it. That would work, or that would work, and then it would give me cover, which is also helpful. Let me guess. 65? No, 75 that time. Paradise is already missing his left side. So I think I should probably face upfield if I can. Like that. I'd also love to get cover in the process, though. Can't. That's right side, so we'll go here.
I understand.
It's not covered, but it is at least So I hummed because I've seen this before once and it's caught my eye again. Paradise has evasion, evasive move. He is not getting the benefit of evasive move because he was previously unsteadied. Oh wow, we actually left combat initiative there for a second. That's how far away the Herbies were. Damn. Let's see. How about we just hunker down?
Move order confirmed.
Shell out, bleed some heat. So because Paradise was previously unsteadied, it just de facto cancels his evasion until he finds a way to clear that condition, which we will do now by moving here. And then bracing.
Yes, Commander.
Good start. Work the middle. PPC shot right to the center torso.
Awaiting orders.
We got here 75s and 55s. We can throw inspiration on that. Because I would love to drill out this urban mech right away.
Haha! You people don't know who you're dealing with.
Also, I really appreciate that the voice actors and the voice directors and writers for the beta gave these guys more than one voice line for any particular trigger. For instance, the inspiration. I appreciate that a lot. That's a side torso. Whew. Oh.
That's a critical hit.
5 damage off of just killing the urban mech. In tabletop parlance, there's a single dot of structure left in the CT of that little trash can.
Awaiting orders.
So we'll just continue to throw shots at it until it blows up.
Mech destroyed.
Urban mech target number 2.
Reporting.
Alright, refire penalties are a pain. $60-75. Got 8 shots. This game is not going to go 8 rounds. So there isn't a lot of... Well, okay. It has evasion, so I'm actually going to spare the rod in this case.
He's going down.
I'm actually curious if they have any autocannon rounds left. Oh, well, that answers that question. Fortunately, Paradise likewise dodges.
Standing by.
I bet there's a better spot for me to stand to deliver this. Yeah, like there.
Moving out.
Get close with the SRMs, just far enough with the PPCs.
Give
Fire
them
away.
everything I've got.
Oops, and overheat. It's fine.
I'm starting to cook.
Yes, Commander.
So, let's turn that on. 85s and 90s, we like that. Would prefer to catch it on the right side, but can't quite get to a position there that works it out. So let's just move a bit. Get Paradise's evasion back, and then foil this guy.
Firing.
Yep, that's a leg. Wow, these guys got a lot of good armor on the legs and also braced. And the little Irby that could, coming in for the physical, gets the headshot. Gets the headshot off through the evasion. Man, my luck with headshots this week has just been atrocious. Absolutely atrocious.
On the move.
Oh, we're cooking. I need to back off.
Affirmative.
Gotta try and seal this up.
Awaiting orders.
My cockpit computer was telling me there is something coming up in real life here, and I need to close this out. So, don't really even need to move back that far, do I? It's fine.
Location acknowledged.
What's the likelihood that the urban mech tries to DFA me and actually gets the head cap on my Centurion?
Target acquired and locked in.
Ugh, come on, Paradise. I need you to hit with these guns. Wow. Aggressive little wanker. Must be out of... I think it must be out of autocannon ammo now, for sure, because it's not bothering to fire. Let's get down to the water.
Moving to position.
Do we have the heat with the water for it? Sure. And we miss with it. That's great. That's just great.
Reporting.
Keep backing up.
Of course.
I wonder if he gets evasion off of a backwards move. Nope. Doesn't look like it. So, another lesson learned today.
That's right. A storm is coming. Locking on target.
How do you miss with a 95%? Ugh. Paradise. What's going on over there? Nope. Change targets. Throwing itself at my lance. With callous abandon. Can we reverse far enough out? No. Can we move far enough away? Ooh.
Move order confirmed.
Right at the corner of the arc and the good range.
Yes, Commander. The target is confirmed.
There we go. And that sews it up. So, what have we learned here today?
Would be a kill.
Urban mechs without autocannon ammo are remarkably aggressive. Kentaros in a lance where they are the faster elements instead of the slower part will wholeheartedly charge into your team. 19 minutes, or 19 rounds, 31 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see as I continue to poke at some of these other lance builds how that mech behaves. But for now, it really looks like it depends on the composition of the lance that it is in and the relative speeds of the mechs that it is around. So my supposition so far is if it's faster, it moves forward at the front of the lance. And if it's slower, it hangs back a bunch. But that's all I've got for now. I am, Captain Nips, trying to plumb the depths of AI intelligence. And that'll be all for now in this BattleTech in the Morning. I hope all of you have a good day, and I will see all of you in the next video.